Hey people, how you doing? This is the month of September and it is our monthly superb community teaching. How have you been? How have you been? Feels like a long time away from the camera, and I'm super excited because I'm shooting this video with all my new gadgets. Yes, yes, all my new gadgets. Oh, so welcome to the month of September, and our topic for the month is memories, not memorials. Memories, not memorials. And it's actually funny because mm, both words actually are correlated. Okay, so we would be picking a few things from these words, and I'm trusting that just as this period has been a period of paradigm shift in all the different topics, that this one too would also be able to help our minds, help our understanding about that subject of memories and not memorials. All right, so let's get on with this. So um, the word memories is the plural from for memory, and what really is memory is I think I should read. But if I would say it in my understanding, the memory of a thing is what we have retained from an experience or an event, the information and understanding or information retained from an experience, right? The power or process of producing or recalling what has been learned, what has been retained. So memory is what makes it possible for us to bring back what we have learned and what we have retained from an experience, and we bring this back through associations or mechanisms. So say we help to remember events and things because we peg them to certain things. And this is what memories are. Memories are the remembrance of things or recalling certain things, right? Recalling certain events, certain activities, certain experiences. These are memories. Memories can, or you can, the time you spent together, how it made you feel, you and that friend, you and that group of friends, period of school learning, work experience, memories. Memories. This is what it is. Then if we move on to memorial, right? Memorial. I'm trying to reread my definitions. Lately I've stressed up here. I think my eyes there. But then we're gonna do this video either ways. So yes, don't mind me why they act like that. I don't know, but I'm super excited. Now, memorials, on the other hand, memorials are, will I say, um, something that keeps remembrance alive. So, a memorial is not it's not memories. Now, memories are within. They're here. It works with your mental faculties to recall, to reproduce things you learned, and all of that. That's what memories are. Oh, I have a memory of so and so time in my life when this, and this happened. That is memories. But the memorial is the creation of something to keep remembrance alive. So memorials are external. Take for instance, they will mold a statue of a particular leader who was instrumental to a particular thing, particular practice in our community, in our country, in our nation, in our state, and then we keep a statue to remember the person. The statue is a memorial of his contribution, of his work, of his activities and his existence that used to be. Now, memories, not memorials, like I have titled it, is not really talking about life in that dimension of, oh, Mandela did something great, Yaradua did another thing great, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Martin Luther King Jr. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm more concerned about you watching this. Do you have memories or do you have memorials? Yeah, because I discovered through observation over time that humans create memorials more than we keep memories. You see, when you have a memory of a thing, you are not recalling what happened per se. You're recalling what you derived, what you learned from what happened. The beauty of that is it doesn't remind you always of all the feelings. It only reminds you of what you felt and what that feeling taught you. If what you have is memories, we can help address negative effects from awful and sad memories better, and we can strengthen positive effects from beautiful and ecstatic experiences in your personality. However, we have seen people commemorate much more death, hurt, loss, pain, and tough times more than they remember and recall and reproduce effects from successes, happy days, new births, new achievements, and the likes. Many persons, or will I say society, subtly, by observation, I have found out that they have been able to inform us in such a way that we pay more attention to what goes on with us that are negative, and we put a peg, we put a stick, we create a statue, we put a date, we set a calendar reminder to that event that was negative, much more than we will do for a beautiful experience. I mean, almost nobody remembers when someone gifted them something and how it made them feel. No one recalls that as often. We don't remember that date every year. Like, remember the day they broke up with you. Like, remember the day parents said so and so awful thing. We don't remember the day that same parent likely did what we wanted and did it in the way we liked it and made us happy and all of that. We don't create such monuments to commemorate the good. We create monuments around the negative and lose memory of good things and lose memory of happy moments. Why am I making this video? Why am I teaching this in the month of September? It's a call to recalibrate your mind. What do I mean? It's high time you make memories of events and not memorials. Because when you make memorials, you try to keep the remembrance alive. You're not trying to keep the memory, which is the things you've learned and the things you deduce. You're trying to keep the totality of what happened. So we recount the events, the stories, without deducing or learning from it or picking anything from it to rise and continue our life. The case in point will be somebody has a bad and awful experience. And because of that, you put a date, you remember the date it happened, the time and all of that. And every time in that year, you sulk, cry, recalling and rehearsing the pain. The problem with memorials is that they bring back a memory in a full form without it being processed. So it always looks like you are having the same experience over and again. And that goes on to eventually hamper and harm and inhibit how you form, how you flow, how you relate with people. On the flip side, when we keep memories, especially paying attention to good events and beautiful moments, we recall how it made us feel. We bring to mind the experience and what we are able to benefit from it. It's able to keep us alive, refreshed, and willing to forge on in life. So my submission to you is, in making memories, be more intentional about making positive memories. Be more intentional about making memories with the right events. When I say right events, not commemorating all the negatives that happen to you in life. Bad things happen, but more good things happen. And if only we were taught to keep an eye open for the good, I do not think we would actually be so concerned with the bad. So yes, the bad things happen. You're very correct. They do happen. But the good things happen every day of your life. But what you exercise your mind to see, what you exercise your eyes to capture, is what you will bring in as a memory. And the thing is this, when certain events occur, we try to, especially negative events, we try to construct something that keeps us remembering it. I mean, people barely take people's birthdays. We've heard the nastiest of excuses for not celebrating when people were born and celebrating that they are still alive. But we see people go over and beyond to do burial remembrance, 10 years remembrance, 1 year remembrance, 3 years remembrance, 5 year remembrance, and do celebrations for someone who is no more, who's not going to be able to partake of it, who will likely even skip like 10 years of their birthdays. Doesn't make any sense. But if we keep memories of beautiful things, because the truth is, negative things don't have the capacity to last so long. And so that's why they always tempt us to create memorials. But positive memories have the ability to stay long. And that's why the world and life tilts us away from it and makes us look at some of the memorials we have created of the negatives. In 365 days in a year, when you hear people recount how awful the year was, you see them pick all the times that something bad happened. But some good things happened to them, but they never remember it because they did not keep the memory of those events. Rather, they took monuments and instituted the events of the negative. So it's not as though they have a memory of it, but they brought something that keeps making them remember what had happened. They either put a date to it, set a reminder, wrote it in a journal, did something that marks that and keeps remembering or keeps bringing to mind every time they look at that thing. However, memories seek to dwell inside of you. And that's why I say make memories of your beautiful days much more than you would make memorials rather of the negative. Let go of the negative days. Let go of the negative events. Take the dates out. Take the calendar away. Remove those statues you are constructing, those behaviors that you are trying to embody that will make you remember why you always or what happened to you that got you to this point. Spend more time reflecting on the good that happens to you. Keep an eye open daily for beauties, for the flowers. Yeah, I mean, in Nigeria, you barely see the flowers. So for the green grass, for the brown grass, be grateful for the falling of the leaves. You know, like they say, go and touch grass, but you're just touching grass. Experience people and choose happiness from within. Now, this is a very, 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 very vague way of sending this message across because, I mean, if we're going to sit down with memories and memorials, there's a lot of excavation to do to help you strengthen your mind. But you can start with as simple as being intentional, even if it is one event every day, to try and recall one positive thing and how it made you feel. One positive thing and how it made you feel. Try that every day and progressively increase the number of things per day. It can be as minute as how good the meal was. It can be as grand as what you clearing up your to-do list. Try to keep memories of the positive and quit building monuments that make memorials of the negatives. I hope this makes sense to you. I love you. Thank you for watching till the end. See you next month. Next month is going to be powerful because I'll send the announcement next month. I'm Famous Warrior Chijioke, signing out.